Hi everyone and Happy New Year! I'm shooting this on New Year's Eve at about like 8 o'clock at night, but I'm sure by the time I get this up, it'll be New Year's Day. So Happy New Year to you guys. I hope 2014 brings nothing but blessings and amazing memories for you guys. I know 2013 was a little comme ci, comme ça for myself, so I'm hoping for some better memories to be made this next coming year. So what better to do than for a beauty blog, or a beauty vlog I should say, than my best of beauty hits for 2013. So I'm literally going to go from one end of my beauty routine to the end of it and just go through and show you guys what I found worked best for me for this year, what was my most used item, basically my beauty hits for the year. So let's get started with BB cream. I guess this will be considered a moisturizer too. So my most used BB cream was the Pond's Luminous Finish BB cream in the shade Light. I'd received this from Influencer and it became an item I used every single day. I love it. I think it gives great coverage without looking cakey. It's something you can use every day. Definitely recommend this. Did not dry me out, did not make me oily. Definitely made for someone with normal to combination skin. I guess it would work if you had oily skin too, so if anyone else has liked this, let me know. Next, let's move on to foundation. I've been in love with two foundations this year. The Makeup Forever HD in shade 117 has definitely been something I've used all the time, but then later in the year I picked up the Marc Jacobs foundation and fell in love with this too. And then discovered this past month that if I mix the two, it's like match made in heaven. So this I wear in the shade 117 and this is in the shade 22 Bisque Light, just in case you're wondering. So definitely highly recommend, definitely more pricey items. But when it comes to foundation, I feel like that's the one thing you should really splurge on for yourself because it's your face. So anyway, loved those. Next, concealer. My definite favorite under eye concealer has been, I've talked about this a million times, as I'm sure a lot of people have, the Maybelline Instant Age Rewind Dark Circle Eraser. I use it in the neutralizer for dark circles. Love this. And then also I've been loving the MAC Pro Longwear Concealer in the shade NW15. So those have been my two absolute favorite for my under eye area. They don't crease, they don't move, they last, they're amazing. For acne concealing or dark spot concealing, I've really been enjoying the Kat Von D Lock It Tattoo Concealer. I wear it in the shade Light 18. I really like the consistency. I don't feel like it cakes over. I feel like you still, if you have a pimple, it still gives it room to breathe so it can heal over, but definitely conceals it very well. I've really enjoyed that. For face powder, I use this in literally every face routine that I've done. My Lancome Dual Finish in the shade Matte Linen. I've showed this a million times. I adore it. I think this is probably like my fourth or fifth. I've been using this for years. It's probably the best face powder and foundation powder that I've ever used. Next, moving on to the contour or bronzer. I've been loving the Too Faced Chocolate So Light in Milk Chocolate. There's also the regular chocolate, but I find that this shade, because I'm so fair, works beautiful as a contour and bronzer for myself. It's just, well, first of all, the smell is just amazing because it literally smells like chocolate, and it's just the perfect non-shimmery bronzer for my skin, and it's great for contouring. Every product I've mentioned, by the way, I do have on today, just so I could show you guys what it looks like on as well. So I've been loving this. Blush. My favorite blush has been the NARS in the shade Madly. I think it's just this beautiful peachy beige pink. I find with blushes, sometimes things, especially because I have rosacea, just look so stark on me, or they stand out so much, which is great if you really want to make your cheeks stand out, but being someone that's definitely sensitive about their rosy cheeks because of my rosacea, I like to neutralize them a little bit with still looking like a healthy glow. So this definitely gives me that. This is the shade Madly, as I said. I think NARS blushes in general and their highlighters are just can't be topped. I think their blushes are just to die for. I just realized I forgot my primer. And this is like a holy grail item for me. But anyway, this is the Clarins Instant Smooth Perfecting Touch Primer. I'll show you guys what it looks like. Not many people have ever talked about this, and yes, I have a ton ton of these samples because the bottle itself is so ridiculously expensive that I've picked up samples. And I adore this, and it's literally like putting silk onto your face before you set your makeup. And that's how I feel like I always get this perfect, well, at least for me, like perfect matte finish to my face before I put on anything. All right, moving on to the eyes. My most used eyeshadow has been definitely Urban Decay X. This is the old packaging. This doesn't have a mirror. This is the old packaging, but the shade itself is still basically the same. The formula's changed a little bit with their new Urban Decay, but love this color. It's basically rose gold with pink and gold flecks in it. I think it's stunning. I think especially for blue eyes, it really helps it pop. Fantastic. But if I had to pick a palette that I used most this year, it's definitely the Lorac Pro palette. I'm sure people have seen this a million times. It's just this perfect mix of matte shades and shimmer shades. Great for almost every look that you do. I love this. I've used it myself on clients, and it lasts. It's amazing. I can't say enough good things about this palette. Honestly, it's definitely been my most used this year. Then moving on to mascaras. I couldn't limit it down to one because I'm a bit of a mascara junkie. So I picked three, my top three, and I picked one drugstore. My drugstore, well, let me show you how I use them. I tend to either use my Lancome Hypno Star mascara, it's this one, or my Too Faced Better Than Sex mascara. I tend to use one of those as my first coat, and then I finish off with my CoverGirl Lash Perfection mascara. All of them are in the shade black. Being someone with blonde eyelashes, I like black to make my eyelashes stand out. I just feel like this volumizes, plumps, and lengthens with mixing these together. It gives you that perfect balance of all of those together. All right, next in my beauty routine, I would usually do my eyebrows. I've used this almost in every video, and it's in my eyebrow routine. This is MAC's Impeccable Brow Pencil in the shade Blonde. I have it on right now. I think it's phenomenal. I love the natural look it gives you. It lasts. I do not need to set it with gel even if I don't want to. I mean, sometimes I do for like a special occasion, but you really don't need to. It's fantastic. Love this stuff. Can't say enough good things. All right, then for eyeliner, I mean, I have a bunch of high-end, but honestly, this has been my go-to for years. It's the Revlon Color Stay Eyeliner Crayon in the shade Black Brown. I feel like black sometimes washes me out a little bit because I am so fair, so Black Brown gives me that little bit of warmth into my eyes, and it looks really nice. And it's just, I've showed this a million times, it's just an automatic pencil that you roll up. I'm going to spray down my face once I'm done with my routine. It's always the Max Fix Plus. I feel like this just gives you that perfect set when sometimes foundations get a little powdery on the nose area or the chin area and crevices. Use this, spray it down, sets your makeup, lasts all night, does not get cakey, does not get oily. This just works amazingly for me, does not break me out. I love this. This is definitely a holy grail item for me. And then moving on to lips, my favorite lip pencil that I've been using a bunch with a lot of looks has been this lip pencil by MAC in the shade Dervish. It is a nude pink. Let me swatch it. It's a nude pink. I love it. It has a little hint of brown to it. I feel like that tends to emphasize and make your lips look a little more natural, but I will use this with almost anything, any shade of lipstick, just to outline the shape of my lips to really make it stand out, and then fill in with lipstick. Lipstick tied between two. I've really loved, because these came out this year and this was definitely a hit for a lot of people, the Urban Decay lipsticks. This is the shade Rush. I'll again swatch that for you guys. Again, it matches that Dervish really nicely. That tends to be the colors I've gone for this year, is a pink, pink brownish shade. I just feel like that looks really nice with my skin tone. And then my other go-to this year, where are you? Ah, here we go, found it, is MAC Modesty. Again, a cream sheen formula. Cream sheen is definitely my favorite from MAC. I'll swatch it next to it. It's not too different, but again, there is a difference. It's a little more brown than the pink Rush, but love these two. Think they're phenomenal. Love the formula. They last all night. I've worn them to weddings, to events, to everything you can mention. Adore it. By the way, I got a new lipstick from MAC for Christmas. This is the, let me find you. Hey, where'd you go? Got a new lipstick from MAC for Christmas. This is Morning Rose. It's their new collection. It's another cream sheen formula, definitely my favorite. I have it on right now, love it. Think this will become another well-used item. And lip gloss that I've used constantly is MAC Lip Glass in Ninfet. Fantastic, adore it, think it's phenomenal. Think it just gives you that pop. You put a little bit in the middle, make your lips look plumper. And then my best all-over item for the year, a product that I don't know how I went the whole year without and discovered halfway through the year and thought, why did it take me so long to buy this, is the Hourglass Ambient Lighting Power in Diffused Light. You can use it as a highlight. You can use it as all over face powder. It just gives you that lit from within glow. One of those products that you look at it, you're like, okay, what's so special? And then add it into your routine. Oh my God, what a difference it makes to my face. So that's it. Those are my favorite beauty items for the year. I hope you guys had a great 2013. I hope 2014 will be amazing for you guys. And I'll see you all in the new year. Bye.